What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. We have to talk about the epic live that Anthony Lofties hosted on his channel last night. But first, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. You know the deal. You know that the likes will cause YouTube to recommend this video to more people who have similar interests, similar likes. And also, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel, Show Style and Spirit. So let's go right ahead and jump right on in. So, shout out to Anthony Lofties. I have been enjoying his channel. He's an amazing content creator. He is very smart and has multiple streams of income. He shares all of his ideas with his audience, and he has a beautiful singing voice. He shouts out some of his favorite YouTubers, and he actually started shouting out my channel. He even propped me out on when I interviewed Miss Van. And Anthony, if you ever see this video, I just thank you. I thank you in the chat when I watch your videos, but it means so much to me. And I sent like a small super chat to him last night, but if I could give more from my heart, I absolutely would. So he shouted out my channel and asked people to subscribe, and he has increased my number of subscribers significantly. And Anthony, you did not have to do that. So thank you. And so his content is always entertaining, energetic, fun, and even informative. And you don't always see that on YouTube. So I'm watching his live. We are actually discussing the allegations against Miss Kiki from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And of course, Anthony did his research. He actually called and spoke with a detective, and it was amazing. So we're enjoying the content. Now, Wanda actually went live on her channel 2 nights ago, and she was saying that she likes Anthony Lofties, but then she started going in on his panel who was talking about Tisha, and she was saying that the comments that the people were saying on his panel, they were stupid, but she said that she likes Anthony. And so, I believe she finds Anthony to be handsome because he is, but, that's what I think. So I think that she's charmed by Anthony. But anyway, she was in his chat last night, y'all. So we were discussing the story. Anthony is informing us, about how this story has actually taken a legal turn. And Miss Wanda puts this chat, she types this comment, I should say. She says, baby, I'm up in here. You said you were going to get me all the way together. I'm here, come through. Yes, that part, period, boo. So that is what she said. So I'm guessing she was talking to Anonymous, because by the time Anthony highlighted this comment, he had already opened it up to the public to come on his panel, and Anonymous was up there talking. And Anonymous was asking Wanda to come up. We all were. It did take her several minutes, but eventually she clicked on the link, y'all. So we have this comment, which kind of activated everyone. More people started joining Anthony's panel because they wanted to be present once Wanda joined the live. And then it took her a while. So people were starting to rotate in and out. And Anthony, he's such a fair person that he asked politely, I need a couple of people to jump down now so that others can come up. And because of his positive energy, it just makes the other panelists work with him and be willing to do that so that others can come up. And I always say that like a YouTuber sets the tone for their channel. And that's definitely the vibes that Anthony gives himself. So the panelists can't help but be positive also. So people were rotating in and out. Everyone wanted to come up. We were all in the chat, Wanda, click on the link. And Anthony kept dropping the link for her. He was inviting her up. And then finally, Miss Wanda clicks on the link. So I did not screenshot any of the panelists, but I did Anthony, as he is a public figure. He is a popular YouTuber. He's always featured in the blogs after one of his amazing interviews with celebrities. And then, of course, we know Wanda from Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I screenshotted the two of them. So Anthony began to interview Miss Wanda. Of course, he's very professional, calm, articulate. So that's why Wanda was open to this interview, y'all. And she actually denied that Tisha was raised by her grandmother. Wanda said that she raised Tisha. Then she has the nerve to pivot. She actually turns the focus of the topic to Kiki, her niece, saying that it was Kiki who was raised by her grandparents. Now, we all know deflection when we see it. And so, not only did Wanda deny what we heard Tisha say on the show, but she actually said that she raised Tisha, her mother helped her, and she said because she was a teenage mother, she was pregnant with Tisha at the age of 16. So her mother did help her raise Tisha, but she said that she herself, Wanda, raised Tisha. But Kiki, on the other hand, was raised by her grandparents. And I feel like Miss Wanda always tries to portray Kiki as being beneath she and Tisha. I think that it makes Wanda feel better if she can somehow say, we're up here and Kiki is down here. But Kiki is educated just like Tisha. Kiki is married just like Tisha. And so I feel like they're always out to try and embarrass Kiki, hence this Home Depot rumor, allegation. And so this was nothing different. But I just feel like it's very unfair to Kiki for them to always portray her like she's beneath them. And then she said during this interview that her family is very close. And even after she abruptly left the panel, which we're going to get to that in a few minutes, Anthony even said that, allegedly he has information and knows that the family dynamic is not as close knit as she tries to say, which is, and that's not a big deal, Miss Wanda. Lots of families are not super close. I'm not super close with my siblings. They're 12 to 21 years older than me. And it's just a lot sometimes. I have a large family, lots of sisters. So it can just be a lot sometimes. So I can say that and be at peace with it. So I don't know why Miss Wanda would try to portray otherwise if they are not super close. And really, if a lot of the personalities are like Miss Wanda, I'm sure that people are spending the holiday seasons, their own way and not necessarily all up under one roof. And if other people are being treated like they're less than, like how she kind of comes at Kiki and describes Kiki, yeah, I'm sure the family, kind of does their own thing to avoid BS. So then Miss Wanda also tried to rewrite history when explaining her talking about the Eminem daughter's hair. She actually tried to say that, she really didn't say anything derogatory about the Eminem daughter's hair, but she was just pointing out how long her grandkids' hair is and things of, that sort. Almost just like a politician trying to deflect and trying to change things as if we have no memory, as if we have no brain as to what she said and what she meant. However, I do want to say that shout out also to Carmel Rell when she clicked on the link and she joined the panel. She was very direct and clear with Miss Wanda when she said that, Miss Wanda, you are disrespectful. You do not respect other bloggers, and yet you are here in our world. Miss Wanda actually countered back with Carmel Rell saying that she was not in the bloggers world. And Carmel said to her, well, do you not have a YouTube channel? And Miss Wanda says, yes, I do. And so Carmel was actually very activated. And so she was energetic, had a lot to say. So she kind of just went in on Miss Wanda, but rightfully so, because she said, you have mentioned my name. You've talked about me and I've had to address you. And, you don't see it for this other blogger. We all know who that other blogger is. And she's now involving the law. And this is my take when it comes to reality TV stars and bloggers. When I was growing up and I would go to the grocery store with my mom, we would always see the tabloid magazines, which always embarrassed and dogged out Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Oprah Winfrey. When I was a little girl, those were the three black faces that I always saw in the tabloids. And they would say horrible, mean, embarrassing things. And when I was a little girl, I would think to myself, wow, that's me when I would read the headlines, you know? And if we were waiting in line, sometimes I'd pick it up and read the articles. And so we've never heard of them suing and taking them through the mud because those celebrities, they were huge stars. They had plenty of things to do and not a lot of time to be taking tabloids to the courts. They just pretty much ignored them. And Miss Wanda, the bloggers say less about you. They're not nearly as harsh and cruel and mean as the tabloids were towards much, much bigger stars. So the fact that you actually spend your money or the family member's money on retaining a lawyer for a blogger, it just seems like, you know, it comes off very vengeful, and like you're very pressed. And I get it. You don't want anybody talking about your mom. I understand that. But my point is, on the grand scheme of things, when much bigger stars could ignore the little silly, mean things that the tabloids would write, I just don't understand, you know, you trying to involve the courts with a blogger. But she became really triggered, y'all. I'm looking down at my notes. She became triggered when a very intelligent woman, Miss Maritha, actually brought up Miss Van. Just the mention of Miss Van, Wanda's voice raised, it went up in volume. She started interrupting Maritha. And then once Maritha, because Maritha is smart, I listened to her give her opinion on various panels. She and Anthony Lofties have great chemistry, great rapport. But when Maritha noticed that she was triggered, she's like, you know, why are you jealous of Miss Van? What is it about Miss Van? And Wanda was like, you know, y'all say that I'm not on the show, but do y'all see Miss Van? Do you see Miss Van? And Wanda, when it comes to reality TV, you don't always see the cast in every single scene and every single episode. And so it makes total sense if we have not seen Miss Van yet. We're only two episodes into season 6. But Miss Van did an interview, I believe it with Anthony Lofties, where she talked about, you know, she had gotten her contract to join the new season and she was very happy about it. You know, we've never heard you say anything similar. And so I'm just not convinced that you're really a part of that season 6 that we are watching right now. Now, she did apologize again for being disrespectful towards the Holt family, but she said that she does not take back what she said about the parents. And I don't know what it is. You know, pride can really just bring you down, you know, and I feel like when it comes to Melody, Miss Wanda operates in pride 100% when it comes to Melody and her mom, Miss Van. But it was her getting triggered by the mentioning of Miss Van that was so eye opening. And her phone, she constantly kept getting phone calls while she was up on the panel. You knew when she was getting a phone call because her screen would go black and then a few seconds later, she would come back. And she kept getting constant phone calls, constant phone calls. And then once she was triggered by the mention of Miss Van with Maritha, and she felt herself, I'm telling y'all, her voice increased in volume and she became angry, then she suddenly clicked off. And then after that, when people gave their commentary about when she was up on Anthony's panel, people were saying they felt like Tisha, perhaps even Carlos, Marceau, they must have been constantly calling Miss Wanda, telling her to get off of the panel. And then once she felt herself was triggered, then she got off of the panel. So y'all, this was such a good live. You have to go on Anthony's channel right now and check it out and hit the like button. It was definitely epic. And let me know in the comments what you thought about the live as well. Again, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and don't forget to subscribe if you have not already done so. And Miss Wanda, I just want to also say, talking about kids' hair, that's really unnecessary, low down, and mean. And also, it just shows the mindset when you are obsessed about having long, luxurious hair, especially us as Black women. We have to embrace what God has given us naturally and love ourselves right now as is, even as we work on ourselves. So for you to talk about someone's hair, especially little kids who cannot defend themselves, and you as an adult, you should be trying to protect kids, that was really mean and uncalled for. And you definitely should not question the paternity of any child. You would not want anybody doing that about your kids. And for that to be on some get back because Melody made a joke about your ex being in her DMs, that's not even equivalent at all. You were talking about the paternity of a child versus your ex being in Melody's DMs complimenting her. Just because you can't say none of her exes are in your DMs doesn't mean you shoot so low below the belt. All right, y'all, please hit the like button and subscribe. Enjoy the weekend. Bye.